Ever feel like your present self is, I don't know, kind of working against your future self? You know exactly what you should be doing, but then bam, you're tired or stressed and you just hit snooze again or put off that email. Well, today we're going to cover to cover on this really brilliant idea we've been looking into. It helps you make smarter choices, especially when willpower is low. It's almost like a little bit of magic foresight, helping you see what's coming.
Oh, absolutely. It's so true. Our immediate feelings, especially when we're drained, they can really sabotage us, can't they? We make
Yeah.
these impulsive choices that just, well, they undercut our long-term goals completely.
Like hitting snooze.
Exactly. Or, delaying that really tough conversation, needs to happen. Or maybe ignoring a customer issue because you're just wiped out. These little short-term fixes, they often just don't support the bigger picture, the person we actually want to become.
And that is exactly why this framework we're unpacking is so, so useful. It's called the 3 10s rule. And honestly, it sounds simple, maybe too simple, but we humans, gosh, we're masters at rationalizing things right now, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
My present self is always whispering, oh, go on, one more cookie won't hurt. Totally ignoring the sugar coma my future self is definitely going to face. So, okay, let's unpack this rule. It asks you to weigh 3 questions before you make that quick, maybe impulsive decision. First, how will you feel about this choice 10 minutes from now? Pretty immediate.
Mm-hmm.
Second, how will you feel about it 10 months from now? And third, how are you going to feel about this decision 10 years down the road? You can feel the shift, right, as that time horizon gets longer.
You really can. And what's fascinating here, the real wisdom, I think, is that it forces you to bring your future self into the room, right into the decision you're making now.
Hmm.
Our brains, well, they often treat our future selves like there's someone else entirely. There's this psychological distance.
Right, like a stranger you don't know very well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
In this rule, it helps grow that gap. It makes those future consequences feel, well, more immediate, more real. And the research backs this up consistently. When people feel more connected to their future selves, they tend to make better decisions, full stop.
Better how? Like what kind of decisions?
Well, across the board, really. Everything from behaving more professionally, more ethically,
Hmm.
to being smarter with money, exercising more regularly, and even, get this, reporting higher life satisfaction 10 years later. It's actually pretty powerful stuff.
Wow.
Yeah. As some researchers phrase it, when people are better connected to their future selves, they have an enhanced ability to recognize the consequences of their present-day decisions on their
Oh.
future selves.
It really helps you pause before doing something you might regret later.
Okay, so here's where it gets really practical, maybe. Let's imagine two of your key employees are arguing. Your first instinct, especially if it's late in the day, might be, just walk away, hope they sort it out.
I mean, I've felt that.
Oh, definitely.
Sure.
Avoidance feels good short term.
Right. So 10 minutes later, that relief of dodging the conflict probably still feels okay, maybe even good. But fast forward 10 months. What if that argument festered? Maybe it poisoned the team vibe. Maybe one of them even quit. You'd likely wish you'd stepped in sooner, yeah.
He almost certainly would.
And then 10 years, that moment where you didn't step up to manage conflict, that could become part of your team's culture, a bad precedent you set without realizing it.
That's a perfect illustration. And it really hits on how this rule is often most powerful when those immediate emotions, tiredness, stress, anger, are running high. If we connect this to the bigger picture, it just highlights that fundamental truth. It's
Yeah.
consistency, not just, intensity, that builds long-term results.
Right. Little things add up.
Exactly. Every single choice you make today, however small it seems, it's either building towards or tearing down the future you want. You're constantly creating yourself, choice by choice. It really solidifies who you're becoming in 10 months, and definitely in 10 years.
So it's this simple, really practical tool that helps you line up what you do today with the person you actually hope to be later on. Whether you want that future self to be, I don't know, smarter or kinder or more successful, using the 3 10s rule can genuinely change how you make those daily choices, especially when you're feeling worn out.
Which brings up a really important question for everyone listening, I think.
Yeah.
What's one small decision you could apply the 3 10s rule to today, knowing it's actually shaping the yous of tomorrow?
Exactly. So what does this all mean for you? It means you've got this powerful little technique right now to start building the future you really want, one conscious decision at a time, something to think about. We'll look forward to exploring more ideas like this next time.